Hello there, welcome everybody. It's Diorama Don here. So in my previous video I made this simple diorama base of a cobbled street, cobbled area. It's just 3/4 or 18mm polystyrene with a sheet of 2mm cardboard on the top and then a border of 2mm card all the way around. But the sides are 2mm taller than the surface, so you've got like a shuttering all the way around the edge, and that enabled me to lay some grey tile grout into that area and then just level it off and then mark out the cobbles, and you've got a cobbled area. If I'll give you a closer look, you can see the effect that makes. I think it's the best way of making a cobbled street, so much better than messing around with styrofoam. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I made it for this factory unit. That was the last video that I made. So if you're interested, then please take a look. But it got me to thinking, well, I can use this base for something else. And I'd made this broken wall, ruined wall, 4 or 5 videos ago, just this. And I didn't put it onto a diorama base, but it could look, or it would not look out of place on this diorama with that in front like that. So that would make another subject, another diorama subject. So that led me also to think, well, I'll make something here that is also a very simple and easy diorama to make. So that's what I'm going to do. It's just a church door. That's all it is. Sitting in a wall, obviously, with the broken sides of the wall, a ruined church. That's what I'm trying to say. So it'll be the side of a church, and you'll just see the door, and that's all it will be. So that just there, and then probably that sitting in the front there. Okay, so what we need is 6 pieces of cardboard. Okay, like that. I'm using 2mm as always, because that's the size that you would have if you bought a plastic kit and stuck that together. So this is basically the same, except that it's cardboard and not plastic, but it doesn't really matter. And it's going to sit on there, so that's generally the size that I want, of something on the end or on the edge of the base, something like that. So obviously the size is dependent on what size you want. So I've got 6 pieces of card like this, and I've worked out, where is it, that bit? Yes, that bit. I've worked out the shape of the church door. The size, obviously, okay. I know what the width of the door is, and I know what I want the height of the door is, but it's getting this shape that's a little bit tricky. So once I've decided how I want the shape to be, then I've got somewhere I've got the compass point that I used there, out to there, and that's the shape of the arched church door that I want, like that. Okay, so on the other pieces, they're all diminishing in size. So as you look into the door, there's like another shape, slightly smaller on the inside, and then slightly smaller again, smaller again, smaller again. So on the next piece, this is going to be a 1/4 of an inch narrower. So we've got an 1/8 of an inch. If I show you, it'll be easier. So it'll be like that. Okay, so this is going to be 1/4 of an inch or 6 millimeters narrower, so that it's diminishing in size. But the the compass point will be the same. Okay, so once you've got the rest of the cards be getting narrower and narrower as you go on, you can see they're getting narrower and narrower. The height is going to be lower and lower by 3 millimeters. So this is 3 millimeters, 3 millimeters, and then this is going to be 3 millimeters shorter. So that each arch is going to be a different shape, but the position of the compass point is going to be the same on all the pieces. So all I have to do, once I've got the same compass point, all I need to do is bring it down to the height, and then I can strike that arc there. On this one, same position of the compass point. I think mine is 25 millimeters by 4 millimeters, something like that. It's going to be the same, and all I've got to do is alter the compass to take it to the top of the arch, and then strike an arc there. Same that side. Have you got all that? I hope so. So that it means that when I cut all these out, that way, when I cut all these out, and that will go behind there, and that behind there, and that behind there, I will see through the door, and I will see this shape. Tell you what, if I go ahead and do it, that'll explain it so much better, won't it? But that's the principle of the matter. Okay, so just to make things even more complicated, I've made this shape, that inside shape of the door, and then added 1/2 inch or 12 millimeters to the border, and then made a piece that will sit on there, which is also just fractionally bigger. Okay, and that will give the surrounding blocks of concrete, whatever they are, to the doorway. So, okay, I'll do that. This will be brick, by the way. I'll make some of my little tiny bricks, and as it's such a small area, it won't be such a long job. And I've cut away where the wall of the church is broken, fallen away, and then I can cut that, mark with a pencil for the one underneath, cut that, mark with a pencil underneath. So I've got the same shape, this same shape on all 4 or 5 pieces of card. Then that will be it. All I need to do then is paint it, put broken brick on the side there, and the small bricks on the front. But I'll cut these out first and come back and show you, and you'll know maybe a little more what I'm talking about. So I cut out all the different sized doorways in the pieces of cardboard and stuck them all together, and it's looking very ecclesiastical, I think you'll agree. So we've got the shape of the door that we want. We've got this surround stone work around the edge. So I'll put my bricks all around this area here, and then broken brick on the top and the sides to show where the wall has been broken. These are my bricks that I make. That was stuck together. There we go. That's about 1/35 scale brick, 2 or 3 millimeters by 5, I think, something like that. Very small anyway, and much more realistic than cutting into styrofoam. Anyway, I'll stick these on, a bit of PVA glue, and then stick them on. It's very time consuming, but anyway, I'll do that, put my bricks on, do the sides, that'll finish it off, and we'll see what the end thing looks like. So finished off the bricks around the doorway, just stuck those on, PVA glue, took about 20 minutes, that's all. You just need to be a little bit patient with them, that's all, because they're so small and fiddly. Then when they were dry, a coat of grey grout over the top of that to act as the mortar between the bricks, and then take the excess off with a damp sponge. Pretty much the same with the doorway, whatever we're going to call it. Just go over with the grey grout and then dab off with a damp sponge just to give that old stone effect. And then with the same bricks, I just crushed or banged up with a hammer and then sprinkled all the bits and pieces over the ends just to show where the broken wall is. I put a door in, a few pieces of cut up lollipop stick, that's all, but not necessary, I don't suppose. So anyway, that can now sit on the back like that. Oh, I suppose it's going to stand up for me now. There we go. Let's go up a bit. There we are. And then whatever vehicle you want to show off in front of it. And of course you would have to stick it on here, but I'm not going to, because I want to use this base for other things. But you see the point of it. If that was stuck on, that would be fine. Okay, so again, just for goodness sake. It stood up perfectly well outside, but in here, no, it's not going to work. There we go. So, okay, just another idea, very simple idea. You could use it as part of a diorama. You could extend it, make it a bit bigger, maybe put in church windows or whatever. Or up to you. Will you stand up? There we go. So again, thank you for watching this video, even though it doesn't stand up. Please subscribe to the channel. I've just surpassed 5,000 subscribers in just a fraction over 2 years, which I think is not too bad. It's not as great as people with millions of views, I know, but I'm grateful for the 5,000 subscribers that I've got. So thank you everybody for subscribing, and any new viewers, please add to that list. If you click the notification bell and then click all, then you'll be notified when new videos come along. And as I always reiterate, they're all ideas, not necessarily the greatest end result, although I think this looks okay. But they're just ideas for dioramas, just to enhance your military vehicle that you've just spent 6 months gluing together and painting and weathering. Okay, so thanks again. I'll see you in the next video. And as always, I wish you the very best of happy modelling.